Hey, this is just going to be a quick vid on how to adjust the ride height on your HKS GT Coilovers. The first thing you want to do is get your car in the air. So I'm only going to be adjusting the rears. So I jack up from the diff and then I put the jack stands underneath the pinch welds. So the jack stands are secure, but I still put kind of the jack loosely underneath the diff just in case for an extra layer of protection. Once you get your wheel up, you have access and you can view the coilover and the adjustment portion of the ride height adjustment. So basically the process is I'm going to loosen this locking collar, I guess sleeve collar, I guess what you do. I'm going to unlock this, and we're basically going to take this and we're going to turn the whole strut assembly. We're going to lengthen it 1/8 of an inch, and then we're going to tighten down this locking collar again. The coilover manufacturer will typically include some of these spanner wrenches, I believe is what they're called, but these are to adjust your coilovers. If you don't have these, you can improvise. You can use, I've used like pipe wrenches before, or like big pliers, you know, something with like, something that has a sort of shape. But hopefully if they're like the fronts, I'm not gonna need to use these to actually turn the whole strut assembly. I should be able to do that by hand. Check it out. Keep in mind that also the threads move. The threads are moving downwards, going down towards the ground. So just keep that in mind as you're adjusting these. So since that's the case, to simply loosen this is going to be a typical counterclockwise motion from the locking sleeve. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to unlock that. So that we're going to turn it this way. So we just put it, and it shouldn't be too torqued down anymore. Because I was in here last night, so I unlocked that guy. Nice. So basically, the process is, I get a tape measure. Process is I get a tape measure. Well, I'm gonna mark it first. I mark it down. I mark it at the bottom here, and then I start lengthening it. And then when we get 1/8 of an inch, we lock this back down. So let's measure. I'm gonna mark off like right here at the bottom with this Sharpie. There we go. That should be enough. That's gonna be our starting point. Okay, and then from here, we just start spinning this housing. So same, the threads go towards the ground if you want to shrink it, and so lengthening it, you're just loosening it. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna just like palm it. I'm gonna just like, see, I can twist it, I can turn it. But usually you need the spanner wrenches, but I'm just going to turn it like this. Use both hands because it's a lot quicker. Oops, sorry if I'm bumping the camera. Pain in the ass to film. Okay, so basically I'm just going to keep doing that because you can see the threads are already starting to lengthen. So I'm going to keep doing that until it's 1/8 of an inch, and then we'll come back. Basically we're done. I'm going to start at the 1 inch. So, and then if we look towards the bottom of our strut housing, we're over 1/8 of an inch. We're just like a couple ticks underneath 1/4 of an inch, but I think that's going to be fine. So the thing to do from here is basically what I do is I like to, before I button everything together, I like to get this guy down, like almost to like where, not torque it down, but get it to where it won't go shrink. I will adjust the other side. We'll measure the distance of the threads of this side and the next side after I adjust it, and then we'll button everything together. But boom, that's what happens. There you go. Got you on tape. At least you didn't get hit from behind. Yep. That's why we don't get nice things. Anyhow, so where am I? I have that locking collar torqued down. Right. I have about 1 inch and 1/2 inch and 2/8 of thread there between. Okay, and then let's take it to the other side. This is the other side. We have about 1 inch and 1/2 on this side as well. So the next thing we got to do is just put the wheels on and set it down on the ground and show you what's up.
do it. Hopefully you found that helpful. It's always a good idea to get in alignment after you adjust anything with the wheels and the ride height.
All right, that's it. Bye.